Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I am so happy to see you today. I hope you are doing well, and I hope you and your loved ones are taking care of the best that you can. Hopefully you are having a good week so far. We had May the 4th be with you, and Cinco de Mayo just happened, and I realized I missed them. So I didn't wish anybody a good May the 4th be with you, or a fun Cinco de Mayo, which I know is more of a party celebration sort of thing. But it was like almost the end of the day, and I was like, oh, today was Cinco de Mayo. Yesterday was May the 4th. Dang it, I missed it. So hope you guys had a good time. If you did anything, or if you like Star Wars, maybe you enjoyed like a little Star Wars marathon or something this weekend. Which is, by the way, if I'm pretty sure Star Wars is like popular enough, pop culture-y enough for most people to know "May the Force be with you" is like the catchphrase. So that's where "May the 4th be with you" comes from. Anyways, so you guys might have seen something on my community tab, which was me saying, what do you guys think about cute little crochet troll dolls, but instead of having gems on their belly buttons, they have crystals? And the overwhelming response was, heck yes, we love that idea. So I want to show you guys the culprit in question. Bum-ba-da-ba. Look how stinking cute! So you may have seen a little sneak peek. I had him peeking in the corner of the picture on the post where I asked you guys what you thought about crystals instead of gems. So for a little context, I didn't have the type of gem that you want to use that look like the ones that they use on the troll dolls, which would be like, like those fake earring stickers and things like that type of a gem, or like nail stickers, or not stickers, nail gems. I actually don't have any, and I've been meaning to get some forever, but I don't have any. And I had this little gem that I had gotten out of have you guys ever seen those kinetic sand? They sell like little treasure boxes of kinetic sand, and you can like dig for your treasure in the treasure box. Well, it came with like these little, like a little scoop and little like gem type things, and I had been saving this pink one with the idea of using it on a troll doll. It was what sparked me like a year ago when I was like, I'm gonna make a troll doll, and I was like freehanding a troll doll. Well, freehanding a troll doll, I was trying to be really, really specific, like really like accurate, I wanted all the little details with the feet, like the toes and the face, with the way that they have like a really interestingly shaped nose and the contouring and all that. And I spent a lot of time on it, and then I honestly just dropped off of it completely because I was really struggling to get the face to look how I wanted it to, and I got tired of trying. And then I just kind of never made a troll doll, so I had the gem still, but the gem it didn't look right. I put it on, and at first I thought it was going to be too big, but then I was like, oh, no, it's fine. And I put it on, but it like wasn't shiny or anything, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. And I was like, what if I used crystals instead? And then I was thinking of my crystal Spriggans, which, if you've been around for a little while, you've seen my crystal Spriggans. They're little crocheted creatures that have a little backstory to them where, they like to forage for crystals and all this stuff. And I was like, what if I did crystal trolls? Like, if I did crystals on them. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. Like, I like immediately catapulted into this idea of like, what if I make like a whole bunch of little trolls, and I do different things with them, like I make them different outfits and different accessories, and they can also be crystal Spriggans, because currently my crystal Spriggans are mostly, I've got like two Impkins, like the crochet Impkins from the Crochet Impkins book by Megan Lapp. two impkins that I have done up to be crystal spriggans. Then I have 2 crystal spriggans that I freehanded that are like not a pattern or anything. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could make some little crystal spriggans that are trolls, like they're based off of trolls, because that's like the thing about the crystal spriggan race is they come in all shapes and sizes and they look really different and they have different special abilities and things like that. So the little trolls could totally fit into the crystal spriggan like universe. So I was like, okay, I love this idea. However, I ran into a little bit of a problem. After I made that post, I was like, yes, I'm committed to this. I took the gem off and I started going down the rabbit hole of putting a crystal on here. And that is when I realized I did not have any crystals that were like what I needed. I needed like a small crystal because this is a very small crochet make. It needed to be a really small crystal, but it also needed to be a pretty flat crystal. And that was where I ran into the problem. I have plenty of small crystals. They're not flat. And this one actually isn't flat either. But that was the issue I was running into, was it looked like it was just sitting on top of it and not like embedded at all. So what I ended up doing was I ended up committing to this amethyst quartz star. Which is like, the lighting is not super great for this, but I don't think I can do anything about that, but I will like insert some pictures and clips or something if I need to, if I look back at this video and think it like really needs it, which I've been having trouble photographing this little dude. I feel like he looks really weird in pictures, but anyway, what I ended up doing to make it kind of, embed was I actually glued this on like 4 or 5 times. I used hot glue. And then what I would do is I would pop it back off, because unlike when you're hot gluing like felt to crochet or crochet to crochet where the fibers melt together, the crystal actually can pop off of the hot glue if you pry on it. So what I did was I kept popping it off, and then I would take the hot glue gun tip and remelt the glue and kind of push into the body, and I was basically melting the acrylic fibers and the glue down into it and making a cavern in the shape of the star. So that was how I got this to kind of embed. This actually it stuck out like twice as far as it does now. Before that, I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it's like embedded in there. You know, let me try to get you like a good close-up. So that's how I did this one. In an ideal world, I want to get some crystals that are smaller with like a flatter surface area, because like crystal chips, I have some crystal chips, but they're not flat. They're not really flat. And I really wanted it to be like pink or purple also, so that was a little bit constricting. And then like the only pink I really had was rose quartz, but the rose quartz pieces I had were even bigger than this star. So I was a little limited on what I could put on it, but I think he came out so stinking cute. I used these kind of eyes because I felt like they were the most like classic to the troll doll kind of aesthetic. So they are like this amber colored, just normal safety eye with a black pupil. And then for the body, I used Yarn ID yarn, which was gifted to me in Happy Mail. I also used this finally. You guys might remember this. This was gifted to me in Happy Mail quite a while ago. And I was like, oh, as soon as I got it, this came from Amy at Hooked on Wishing Crochet, by the way. I will link her channel in my description box. You should go check her out. Super, super sweet, super adorable. I love Amy. But anyway, she sent me this, and as soon as I saw this, I was like, that is troll doll hair yarn. So I knew my first troll doll had to have that yarn for hair. So this is what it looks like, and then I did brush it out just a little bit. So easy, because it already looks like this. Like, it was just easy as peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then, oh yeah, so that's it. I used, 3.5, I believe, crochet hook, which was also from Happy Mail at one point. It was a Crochet Society, like clay handled crochet hook. I was literally like, oh, it's like all my gnomies are like part of this. Like got all these like different little bits and bobs that I'm using. But I'm so happy with how he came out. I think he's adorable. He's so tiny. I like the pattern, by the way, is by Wonder Crochet. I'll link it in the description box. This is the little troll doll. She has a tutorial on YouTube and a free pattern on her blog. And then she has a big troll doll, which is a paid for pattern. I'm going to have to get that at some point. But I was so excited about this. It's actually, she did it in like plushy yarn, like chenille yarn, but doing it in worsted weight yarn, it came out like the size of a troll doll, like a normal troll doll. So cute and so adorable. So I want to make like 50 million of these. But seeing the ears and the nose kind of inspired me, like the way that they came out. I loved the way that we put the ears on. You actually crochet them right onto the side of here. So you just attach on and, well, I don't want to give away like the pattern at all, even though it's a free pattern, like, you know, go to her blog or go to her YouTube channel to access it. So I won't really go into it, but you do crochet them right on the side. It takes 5 seconds and look at like they're the perfect like little elf ears. So I of course had to make an elf. So recently, semi-recently, I was talking about the game Dragon Age, and I made like some Dragon Age themed videos. I made my first tapestry crochet. One of the characters in Dragon Age who has been really important in the last 2 games has been the character Solas. And I was like, those ears and nose would be perfect for a little chibi Solas. Chibi just means like small, basically, like a little cutesy version. You guys, you ready to see this? Ah! So Solas is bald. Let me try to give you guys a little focus here. Solas is bald, and I love it. I love him so much. I don't know. I just feel like it looks like him so much. This is the vest from the Crochet Impkins book, but then it's more like a little cloak on him, or like a little like trench vest or something. And then I took a little like golden like tinted O-ring and clamped these 2 stitches together to like bring it in the top. And this is similar to the troll pattern, but I made it's a little bit different. I made the arms like less stitches across. I brought the head in for a nice cinch at the bottom. It's like cinched way in. I don't know if you guys can tell because it's like got this vest on, but yeah, cinches in like super duper in there because Solas is shaped like that. He's definitely got much more of a neck than a troll doll does. But they're like little buddies, and you can definitely see where I got the inspo there. So cute. And then I just use these little kawaii eyes, not for any particular reason, not because Solas has kawaii eyes, but I don't know, I just wanted to use them. But yeah, I was like, these guys are so cute. I'm literally obsessed. Focus on them. There we go. So cute. And he's a little bit smaller, just in general. Like size-wise, he's a little bit smaller. So cute, so cute. Anyway, I'm about to be making like 50 million of these and really embracing the crystal Spriggan concept with, like I said, adornments, clothing, crystals, of course. I'm thinking I might make a bigger one too with the same like pattern. And I think I might use this yarn I have sitting here and just use this one color for it out of here. This was Big Twist's arcade yarn. This is from quite a while ago. They discontinued this a bajillion years ago. A couple of years ago. But I really liked it. I made, well, I would show you my side table. There's a vase over there that has a thing made out of it, but my side table is a hot mess right now, so I'm not going to show you my side table. I have shown that vase and that vase cover that I made on my channel before, though. But yeah, I might make another one with this because this is a bulky yarn, that color part. But this is the turquoise brown multi, and it is a 5 bulky. So I might make a little bit bigger one, but I'm thinking like various sizes, various like different features to them. I'm sure I'll modify the pattern in different ways for them, and do their hair different, do their outfits, you know, all that stuff. If you haven't seen my other crystal Spriggans, I'll pop up pictures at the end of this video of what I'm talking about, but I do have videos of my crystal Spriggans on my channel. If you're ever looking for anything on my channel, by the way, there is, if you go to my channel and scroll over to the side in the bar where it's got like videos, playlists, like all that stuff, there should be like a little search icon. It looks like a magnifying glass, and then you can just type in like crystal Spriggans or vase, or whatever, you know, and it should bring it up. But I also do have playlists, and a lot of things that I make like playlists for if they're things I make a lot of. I'm not sure if I have a crystal Spriggans playlist. I'll have to see about that. If I don't have one though, I think I might have to make one, especially if I'm going to be making more crystal Spriggans. But I just wanted to pop on here and show you guys these cutesy little dudes. I will definitely put the pattern for the little troll doll in the description box so that if you want to make one, you can. This star, since it kind of ended up more like taking up most of the torso, it sort of reminds me of a Care Bear with like the like designs on their chests. But yeah, they're so cute. I just love how tiny they are. Like, I am like a sucker for like a little tiny like palm-sized plushie, or a pocket-sized plushie. If you don't know, I have several pocket patterns like on my Etsy, and made YouTube tutorials for them too. But like my pocket gnome, pocket elf, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, about it, guys. That's what I'm here to show you guys today. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you guys again real soon. Bye, guys.